أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين أشهد لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وأصحابه وأتابعين وأجمعين. All praise is due to Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful. We seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Shaitan. We bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his servant and his messenger. We send salutations, peace, and blessings upon Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions, and those who came after them, all the way up until the day of judgment. And my back, alhamdulillah, we're back into another class. Allah has blessed us with another day uh, to learn, right? Al-Maqasid by Imam Nawawi, translated by Sheikh Noor Keller. We are on the section of Zakat. We went over trade goods. We went over Zakatul Fitra. We went over actually money and who has to pay Zakat and the Nisab level, meeting the Nisab level of each category. Today we're going to go over giving Zakat to deserving recipients, meaning who deserves to get Zakat or who should get or receive Zakat. So the author states, Zakat is distributed among eight categories of recipients, or those of them who are found. It is permissible for the Zakat giver to personally distribute his Zakat to eligible recipients or to authorize an agent, a wakil, to do so. The eight categories are the poor, meaning someone who does not have enough to suffice himself for the expenditures of one day, such as not having any wealth at all or having some but is unable to earn any, and what he has is insufficient to sustain him to the end of his probable life expectancy if it were distributed over the probable amount of the remaining time. Insufficient means it is less than half of what he needs. If he requires 10 dirhams a day, for example, but the amount he has when divided by the time left in his probable life expectancy is 4 dirhams a day or less, not paying his food, clothing, housing, and whatever he cannot do without to a degree suitable meaning it will be commonly acknowledged as such to someone of his standing without extravagance or penury, then he is poor, all of which applies as well to the needs of those he must support. A mechanic's tool, uh, excuse me for 1 second, we got what's the name?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Hold on. You're right with you. Let me see.
Early, what time is get it?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Yeah, sorry about that. We had a client come in real quick. But as we go on, we're talking about the people who deserve deserve zakat. The first category, and we said it is 8 categories. The first category is the poor. And we explain who the poor is. So it goes on to say, a person who has 4 dirhams or less, or enough money to take care of his needs for that day, right, is considered poor. B, and it's either unable to earn his living by work suitable to him, such as a noble profession befitting him, given his health and social position, which inability is considered the same as not having any work. If such an individual were an important personage unaccustomed to earning a living by physical labor, he would be considered poor. This is also includes being able to do work suitable to one, but not finding anyone to employ him, right? So a person is considered poor that uh, cannot earn a job that is suitable for him. You know, uh, say for instance, a person uh, gets his master's degree or his doctorate degree in medicine, but he can't work in that field. You know, he can still be considered as poor because he doesn't have a job. And no one is hiring him and things like this. So he could be considered poor. So poor, basically, it doesn't necessitate that you have bad health, you're not healthy, and you can't work, things like that. Or you're not healthy, or you're healthy and you can work. But poor can be also uh, you are healthy, you can work, but you cannot find a job in a suitable field that you would normally work into. So and you can have no income, which makes you poor, right? The author goes on to say, or is able to earn his living, but to do so would keep him too busy to engage in attaining knowledge of sacred law, right? He can earn his living, but he wants to learn the Sharia. He wants to learn the Islamic laws, right? He wants to practice, he wants to be a student of knowledge, let's put it that way, right? Then, uh, and his job or making a living would hinder him from doing that, then he can be still considered poor because he's not working but he's studying, right? A student. Imam Nawawi notes, if able to earn a living at work befitting him, except that he is engaged in attaining knowledge of some subject in sacred law, such as that turning to the earning a living would prevent the acquisition of this knowledge, then it is permissible for him to take zakat, because the attainment of knowledge is a communal obligation, a fard kifaya. Though zakat is not lawful for someone able to earn a living who cannot acquire knowledge, even if he lives at a school, right? But if one's religious devotions are what keeps one too busy to earn a living, one is not considered poor. Okay, so we're just going to go over because I had that interruption. We're just going to go over one uh, topic of who deserves of the 8 who deserves zakat, and the first one is the miskin, the poor, right? And then we'll go over the rest tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah ta'ala continue guiding us, strengthening us, doing what is good. May He send His barakah and His might, His power to help those people in Iran who is fighting this oppressive Zionist regime and fighting the West. May Allah Ta'ala guide us all. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.